G'day, cheers. Brewing today in my new boil kettle. I'll give you a close up of that in a sec. Done a couple of batches in it, works well. Got a mash in here of a hoppy pale ale, just like this is. So this one's a little bit flat and cloudy, only kegged it about an hour ago. But fresh pale ale, hoppy, can't beat them, I reckon. Drink them fresh, none of this aging. Mosaic and Citra, big hop burst at the end, beautiful. So this is the new boil kettle I made. Give up my old aluminium one, which is down there retired. The main reason I upgraded to stainless was just for ease of cleaning. I don't have to worry as much about my cleaning regime, as in harsh chemicals that can destroy the aluminium. And a bit of star seam on the bottom at the moment, which I couldn't have left in there for very long in the aluminium. And my usual elements, and the same old pickup tube I had. I was going to swap out the stainless, but this fitted perfectly and works perfectly, so why bother? And I've also cut the edging off the keg. Now the reason for this is, one, it makes it a little bit wider, but two, this will be getting a scrub at the end to get all the gunk out after the boil. And when you tip the keg out to empty it, it's always getting stuck in these up under here and things when you have it all around the side, and you put the keg back up the right way and it drips down, and it's just a bit of a pain in the ass. I was going to cut the top right off since this is a boil kettle, but I still find that these lids are great, and I wanted to be able to put one on there, so I couldn't cut it all the way off. Now I've got a vid of me doing that. I'll play it at the end of this video. I didn't make any measurements or anything for this. I just sort of went the hack. You can tell it's a little bit uneven, but that doesn't matter. It's functional. It doesn't have to be pretty. Well, I just wanted to have a quick word about the 2015 SJPORR SJPORR competition. So far, I'm still the Australian hub for this year. But as most of you know, my wife's just had a baby. Unfortunately, tomorrow the baby's got to get an operation on its mouth, and things could be a bit busy for me this year. I'm still planning to be the hub, but so far, last I looked, which was a couple of weeks ago, we've had 27 people show interest for the Australian side, which is great. But it also means, and it's probably more by now, but it also means that I'm going to need help. 27's too much for one hub. Unless they all happen to be in Victoria, then we can sort of swap, but posting around 27 beers is a lot of beers. So that means we'll need at least another one other hub, maybe even another two if the numbers grow. So please let me know if you're interested. It is a fair bit of work. It shouldn't leave you out of pocket, but it is a fair bit of work. Just boxing up beers, storing beers till you get them all, boxing them up. If you're interested, drop me a line, leave me a message down there, or send me an email, and I'll let you know what's involved. It's pretty simple. You know, you get sent beers, you split them all up, package them up, and you send them off again. And the other thing for people wanting to be in the competition this year, it's a little bit different. There is an entry fee this year. It's not that we're trying to make money, it's to cover costs. As you'll know, the people in there last year, we didn't have enough money, Australia, to be able to go on to the finals overseas. We had enough, we did the Australian side of it, but we just didn't have enough. It costs a lot of money to send boxes of beer overseas. You've got to think there's at least, it works at 9 beers per box, and you're sending to probably half a dozen countries. It's a couple of $100 post per box. So it's probably over $1,000, nearly $2,000 now. It's going to cost in post for the international side of it. So talking about money, this year it's $65 Australian to sign up. And you're also going to have to pay for your postage of your beer to the hub, unless you're a hub, of course. The first initial payment, postage, I mean, the entry fee will pay for the postage back to you of the other beers that you get to try and to rate. So you're looking at $65 joining, at least about another $20 it is in Australia, maybe 25 at the most, postage when you're sending, you know, a dozen beers or more. And then, you know, you might buy some packaging. So you're looking at about $100 just to enter. And if you make the finals, you also have to pay to send your beer to the hub again to be sent off overseas. And speaking of overseas, we need sponsors. If you've worked that out from your $65 entry, and we send it back to you, that's going to cost $20, $25, so we're left with $40. And then we've got to send beer around for the finals as well. Plus you also will be getting some sort of entry token, as in, I'm not sure what it is yet, a bottle opener, something along those lines. We'll let you know as it gets a bit closer and before you put in. But I just wanted to warn people that it's going to cost this year, and so if you have signed up and you change your mind because of the cost, please let us know, because we really need to know the numbers to sort out these hubs. And back to the sponsors. We need more sponsors this year. As I said, I'm going to be very busy this year, looking after 2 kids now, a baby and a 4-year-old, well, she'll be 4 soon. And I haven't got time to chase sponsors. So if you're watching this and you're in the position to sponsor, that would be great. Or if you know, you can ask at your local shop, or if you've got time to approach anything, bars, breweries, they will get advertising from it. Last year we had a video at the start of the videos that was on every beer review. Whoops, there goes my alarm for the... I've gone over 100 degrees. Sorry, that's my alarm saying I'm nearly at boiling. I'll start again there. Yeah, so last year we had them on all the intros for the videos. There was different rates of sponsorship, from like a gold sponsorship, bronze and silver, I think it was last year. And that led to either your name being mentioned at the start or just your logo going up. Things like that. People will probably remember, or you can try and have a look. I've got some videos down there in the beer review section that I did for last year, and you can see the sort of thing we're talking about. It'll probably be a little bit different this year, but we're working on all these details. I just wanted to get out there, and we need to know numbers for organisation purposes, of course. We need to know if anyone's interested in being a hub, if anyone's interested in just chasing sponsorship for us, or being a sponsor themselves. We'll look after you in some way. I might only be a t-shirt, or there'll be something we'll try and do for you. And as I said before, any businesses that are willing to be sponsors, we'd muchly appreciate it. As I said, it's going to be about $2,000 for us to enter the internationals, and I know last year we would have flogged those New Zealanders that entered in the finals. We would have smacked them out of the ballpark, no worries at all. So we've got to get in it this year to kick their asses. Now, I've been interrupted a few times while I'm trying to record this, so I hope I covered everything. We're looking for more Australian hubs. It's going to cost around $100, maybe a little bit under, to enter this year. You'll get some sort of token, bottle opener, stickers, things like that. There'll be something coming your way just for entering. It will cost you a little bit more if you get into the finals, just to post here. And none of this will happen on the international side of things unless we get sponsorship. I can't afford it. Stay-at-home dad. I can't afford the $2,000. And it's not my job to pay. It's a community competition, and the community pays for it. That's the way it works if we don't get enough sponsors. So anyway, I think that's it. I think if I've explained most of it, people will let me know if I'm wrong, and I'll take this video down. Anyway, I've got to get back to brewing. If you want to know any more information, go to the SJPORR website. I'll put a link down there somewhere. I'll write it on the screen. and try and find out some more information, sign up, give us your emails, and we'll keep you up to date with what's happening. As I said, if you have signed up and you've decided to pull out, please let us know. Just send me. We don't mind. That's no hassle at all. But we just got to know the numbers. All right. Cheers. Till next time.